What's good, everybody? I got my man Kendrick Cuts in the chair, and this is the look we're going for. In order to do that, we are going to pull the twist up, and we are going to cut as close to the twist as possible with a number one guard closed. And we are cutting obviously with the grain, and we're just going to clean up all along the front edge and in the taper area, around the ear and the back of the neck as well. Usually whenever I get into this area, if the number one isn't, cleaning it up as nice as I want it to, which usually it does, sometimes I'll grab a zero guard, especially like over the ear. So I may switch over to a zero guard here in just a moment. However, I like to do a number one with the grain. There again, getting as close to the twist as possible without cutting into the twist. And sometimes you'll feel your guard go into the dread or to that twist at the base of that twist there, and kind of feel like it's snagging. Do your best to pull out, before you cut it off, right? So we want to make sure that we clean up over the ear and that taper area along the neck. And as you've seen a moment ago, when I'm going over the ear and I have a difficult time getting that hair because it's such a small area, I'll turn my clipper sideways and I'll just use the, like one or two of the teeth of the guard to kind of like right here, just kind of lift that hair and cut it, being mindful not to lean into those twists, right? So I'm pulling the top of that clipper out, just hitting that, right above the ear with my guard. So there again, same thing in the back, just cleaning it up. I believe I have that zero on there now, and just hitting over the ear and behind the neck. And the clipper I'm using right now is my Wall Senior modified version, the one that I showed you guys in the last video. This is, in my opinion, by far the best clipper mod out. And I didn't get a chance to really zero gap them like I like, but I do have this all the way open right now, hitting that sideburn area, and it is a 1A. It opens to a 1A. And now that I have the basic foundation laid, then I come in and I'll go ahead and line everything up. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm doing things in sections. It makes it easier to record, so I'm not constantly, readjusting the camera and all that good stuff. However, preferably what I like to do to speed things up is when I have that number one guard on there, I'll go all the way around the head with that number one, cleaning everything up. I'll put the clipper down, then I'll grab my trimmer and I'll line everything up. So that way, I can knock it all out in one session. Then I'll come back in with the clipper and I'll taper it. The reason I like to line it up after I do the one all over is just, so I can see where I want my taper to be at. And I like to kind of, set my first guideline right there at the crease of the ear, and I'll clean it out about, half an inch. And sometimes I'll come in with a shaver and bald it out. If not, that's fine as well. Sometimes I will actually not bald it out because I want it to have that bald effect, but whenever I put a line up on it, and blend it, it just gives it that effect like it's faded and it's real light, almost bald, but you can still see a line up on it. And as you can see, my JRL trimmers, man, they're hitting lovely right now. I told you before I was kind of struggling with these things, but I did just drop a video on how to set these, and kind of a hack on how to get these things to hit nice. So cleaning up the back of the sideburn. Now we're going to come in, and there again, usually I would take that edge all the way around, but I'm not, just for the sake of the video. But now we're going to grab the modified Wall Seniors, and we're going to come in with the blade open, and then we're going to just close it as needed till we get closer to that line, and we're just going to blend that right in. So what I did find out is, with a modified clipper that is a Wall Senior that has a master blade on it, usually I would still do open, halfway, closed, and then all the way closed. That was kind of like my 3-step to blending out that line. But now with this kind of 1A extension on there that makes it open up like a master. I kind of do like a 4-notch system. So you'll see I opened it all the way up, made my second guideline in the taper area. Then I close it about 1/4 of the way, and I start below that first guideline right there, boom, and I just kind of fade right into it. And then I close it again, probably like halfway, and then I'll close it again, and then I'll close it all the way. So that's kind of my steps. Instead of 3 steps, I like to use like 4 steps now with that. Alright, so once the clipper's all the way closed, I'm just going to tap at that line, just trying my best to blend it out. Now with this clipper, as of now, in the time of this video, I did not have them fully zero gat like I like them. So it was a little more difficult to get that line out. However, I do have a process that I'm going to show you in just a little bit on what I like to do, you know, to really blend that line out and just tie the whole blend together doing detail work with a specific clipper. So anyways, then I put a 0 guard on there and open it up fully. Usually with a regular clippers, I would put a number 1 on before I grab like a 0 or a half guard. But because this blade opens up to a 1A, I can put a 0 guard on there, and whenever I open it up, it just seems almost like a 1 or a 1.5, you know. So for me that works. And then I just would kind of slowly close it a little bit more, you know, just trying to flick out that second guideline. But I noticed that there was some longer hair that I still wanted to get, so I just go in there and just touch that up. And as you can see, whenever I brush right there, it brushed down some hair that was not part of the twist that actually originally looked like it was. See, it just happened again. So I'm going to come back in and close that guard, and maybe even left it open. You know, you got to be the judge of that, and just go ahead and clean that area up again. So just coming in, doing some detail work using just the clipper of the corner of the clipper, and you know, just trying to knock out any dark spots that I see. So now I'm going to come back in with the blade fully open and just really try to tie this whole thing together. You know, just feathering with the corner, you know, flicking with the corner, just trying to knock out that dark line so it just blends really nice together. There again, there's a technique that I use with either my JRL 1000s or 1040s, or my new Babyliss FX3 that I'm going to be dropping a video on, that I use those kind of clippers to do detail work, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment. And it's a fire way to do detail work. You definitely need to try it out if you have any of those clippers. But now that we have the cut looking good, you know, it's coming together, I like to come back in and just do a little more detail work on the lineup to make sure it's still crispy. So there again, man, as you can see, these JRLs are hitting for me now. I'm very happy about it, and they are definitely part of my, you know, lineup now that I use. So now let's just come in again, and we're going to clean this area up. Now, something I want you to know about Kendrick's before we line up his forehead area is he has hair in both the corners, but in the center of his forehead he does not have hair. It's not receding or anything. It's been like that his whole life. It's more of a cowlick. And whenever I was lining him up, usually he has his fro out, right? So it hangs down a little bit, and it covers up that middle section. And I was asking him, do you want me to create a lineup for you? And he's like, yeah, man, let's do it. So as of now, I'm using the color enhancement, just to kind of, you know, hit that up, make it look a little darker. I like to spray it all in the blend and everything, fill any little light spots or whatever. But now we're going to go ahead and create a lineup. And as you can see, right in the middle, he has no hair. And some people, they hate this. But it's okay, guys. We have to have options. And let me tell you what, I have people that pay good money to sit in my chair just for this right here. They love the fact that I'll create them a lineup that looks sharp and crispy and full. And you know, some people are paying thousands of dollars to get SMP or their foreheads tattooed. Some are paying hundreds of dollars to get man units and man weaves. you know, because this is the look they're going for, and I just provide it with a little bit of color. I'll create the lineup with the color, fill in the bald spot, but then just so it doesn't look like color on their head, we throw in some hair fibers. Me personally, I don't like solid black. I like a dark brown because it looks more natural when it's with the black. And now it may look, his hair may look really black right now. It's because of my editing. I like to edit where everything looks black in the background. I like my darks dark. But what I did is I laid the color as a foundation. Then I came in with a little bit of hairspray. I laid down the hair fibers. Then I put some more hairspray, that sandwich effect, and then I blow dry it all. And I get it nice and dry. And then I come in and I line it up. And there again, you'll see me line it up here in just a second. However, I do want to speak to this thing on just the hate, man. I mean, some people hate this. And, you know, it's crazy to me how haters, boy. And let me just say real quick while I'm doing this. When I do the lineup, I use my trimmers to scrape the rest of that hair fiber and hairspray off the head. Then I'll do the same thing with the razor. But speaking back to the haters, I was always taught, man, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. And some people, they'll chase you down just to hate on you, you know. Watch this. Kendra's going to get a peek at his new lineup and watch what happens. Well, ooh, I look good. Here what? Got the Holy Ghost.
What? What? Oh, I wasn't supposed to look. Oh my God.
Man, those kind of reactions, you can't beat that. Why did he react like that? Because he never had a lineup before like that, man. So seeing that for the first time, he loved it, and that's the kind of reaction people pay me for. And there again, man, don't hate on stuff just because you don't like it. If I don't like something, I just keep scrolling, right? I don't point it out. I point out the things I like. So I encourage you to do the same. It'll bless your life, I promise you. But anyways, here's that technique that I was talking about. Either the JRL thousands or, you know, the 1040s or the FX, this kind of clipper. I like to use this fully open. I flip it upside down and I just use that to kind of feather and blend. And if I need to take out a line, I'll close it, you know, slowly but surely until I get it all the way closed, and then I'll start tapping at that line. And that is a good technique, man. It's one of my keys to success, man. I'm telling you, you got to try it. It's awesome. But yeah, man, this thing is coming together. And of course, before it's all said and done, we got to take it to the next level by hitting it with that straight razor. We're going to get those lines looking real sharp and crispy, while also, you know, just removing any excess hairspray that might be on the skin or hair fibers. And it just really cleans the customer up well, and they feel like you're just going that, you know, above and beyond, taking that next step. And I'm telling you, this is the details, man. It's the little things. Something as simple as taking the time with a straight razor to get that thing popping. It will benefit you greatly in the long run financially. And that's the cut, guys. I hope you like it. Man, if you like this, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my new content that I'll be dropping. And, you know, leave a comment, man. Tell me what you think of this cut. If it's hate, man, keep it to yourself. But, you know, if you want to show some love, you know, I respond with love. God bless you guys. Until next time, peace. I'm out of here.